Rounding out the field here, row number 9. That number 48 machine. Starting back in the tail of the field. See Emma out there. Harvick still chatted up there. Thank you, Scott. For stepping into the chat as well. Appreciate you guys being here with us. The Thunder Series about to roll off here. Begin pace laps. Want to give a big sponsors here at the Inspired Racing League. Thank you, Inspired Marketing LLC, The Energy, Bad Performance Paints, and Moza Racing. Big shout out to all you guys. Everything that you do to make it happen here with the Inspired Racing League and the Thunder Series. Like the field about to begin rolling off here. Gonna get them double file and set them to the races. 167 laps here tonight. Really interesting. Aaron Stan leading the points, got it locked up here. That top 5, where are they starting here tonight? Of course, 43 there. Mike Hauser not here tonight. But Aaron Stanton back in 14th. Fisher in 2nd, starting 2nd there in the 16. Colton Ward in that 18 machine starting back in 15th. And Farmer in that number 13 starting right there in 6th. He's looking for a good run here as well. Pace light's still out, so I'm assuming we're not going to go till next time. Bye. Let's take a look back here at the weather. 81 degrees out in the air, 82 on the track, 5-mile-an-hour wind. Get the field double file. Go green flag next time. Bye. Lights out on that pace car. They're getting to racing here. See Jason Williams out in the chat as well. Appreciate you, buddy. About to get this Thunder race from Kansas Speedway underway here momentarily. Look at that top 10 before we get going here. Gibson, Elijah Fisher leading them out here. Peyton Boyle, Timothy Neckerbecky, Jackson Hadaway up in the top 5 as well there. Few cars that keep your eye on here tonight, but coming off of turn 4, we are getting ready to fire things off here. Number 5, Kurt Gibson, gonna be control car, Elijah Fisher. That 16 out on the outside. We are into the restart zone. Green flag is upon us. We are green flag for the start here at Kansas Speedway. Side by side down to turn number 1. Still only double file. See double file. The majority of the pack right now on our Neckerbecky. Off into Boyle. Farmer collected the first lap to get a caution flag here. Let's take a look back at what happened here. I'm not sure quite what happened. Oh. Yeah, that 78 coming around. Not sure. There was quite contact there or not. We're going to have to take another look at that one. Let's slow it down. And jump from a different angle. To that 13 there, the 78. The second car on that outside right now. A little bit of a slide. And no contact, just fortunately making contact himself. There with that 3 of Boyle coming around the 13 of Farmer. Nowhere to go. That pushed that Sim Sports machine. Fortunately, bringing out the first caution here. Backing in there into the wall. First caution flag out for the night. Elijah Fisher out in front. We see a few drivers taking advantage of this early caution to come down pit road already. See that one of Williams, the 13 of Farmer there. Bit of damage. You could tell. Fortunately, caution flag number 1 has come out here. Quite a few of the lead drivers elected not to come to the pits, but some of those guys back in the back making the stop back in the pit lane. But while we're under caution, first caution flag, we're going to go ahead right to our first side-by-side. I'm going to grab some sweet tea, and we will be right back with some green flag action from Kansas Speedway Thunder Series here with the Inspired Racing League. Big shout out Inspired Marketing, W Energy, That Performance Paints, Moser Racing. You guys for everything you do. We will be right back. Back here at the Great Kansas Speedway, the field back double file. We are going back racing. Taking a look at that top 10, Elijah Fisher, Kurt Gibson, they didn't elect to pit there. Tristan Polak, Scott, Trent Green, Daniel Lehman, Matt Sidars, Juan Cobb Jr., Timothy Neckerbecky, Sean Hamilton up in your top 10 right now. Getting ready to go back green through turn 4. Lights out on the pace car. We're looking at going back green flag race in the field. Back double file. They're in the pit lane start zone. And we are green flag racing here. Once again, there's that 16, a great start on that outside lane. Able to make some time up. So, cameraman, wake up. Lap number 5 here. Looking like a little bit of racing side by side back there. We're about 5th. We see Lehman and Trent Green, that 07 machine. Barrel right there is starting to brew quite a bit. A little farther back, we see that 30. Junior out of the outside. Peyton Boyle. There, that number 3. The down to the bottom, almost 3 wide. Hard racing. Back here for position. That's that 78 side. The 48 on the inside. They're looking at 7 working his way up the field down on the bottom. Almost 3 wide. Jackson Neckerbecky up on that high side, able to keep that momentum. Stand on the bottom. This is a battle back here 14th, 15th. Taking a look back up front. That battle starting to get a little bit closer. Kurt Gibson starting to inch forward just little by little to that number 16 of Elijah Fisher front. Also got that 25 Scott. He's looking to the inside. Here, that number 5. Side by side down to turn number 1. Matthew Scott to second. Green in that 0-7. He's on that side. Make it up to fourth. This is the battle for that fourth spot right now. See, two distinct battles really starting to happen right now. That 5 out there on the outside still Trent Green. Still down there on the bottom of that 0. Go ahead, let's watch from layman's point of view here. Take a look at that telemetry. How they're doing their mid-race. Short Tower get a whole view of that battle right now. That Mobile One machine up with that high side, the pushhead Sim Sports 0-7 Trent Green. Not giving up down on that bottom side right now. And with a pretty good view there behind them. Looks like Trent Green is going to work his way past. Down there on the side. Makes a run down that straightaway. Look at that, a battle for the race lead. Matthew Scott. There, that 25 machine down to the bottom. He's looking for the point here. Taken away from Elijah Fisher. Trent Green looking for third. That bottom starting to come alive right now. He pulled up to that big bumper of this 25. Matthew's got a big move up to the side for Trent Green. 7 crossing over 34 there. Trying to get the run down that back straightaway. Now 16 with the crossover to 25. That race lead starting to heat up right now. The 25 of Scott to the bottom of the racetrack. For about the top 6 cars here for this race lead. They're all here in contention right now. All within half a second. Only 1.2 seconds. All the way back to 7. 14 machine. Just ahead of the 6. Or the 3 of Payne Boyle, excuse me. Doyle black and yellow car there back on the inside. Just on the frame. 15 laps complete so far. Driver's doing a really good job right now. Let's go ahead. Up on board here with that 5 machine. One more time. Let's bring up our little bit of telemetry. Looking at the inside here. That 0-7 Trent Green. Little bit of a lift there getting into turn 3. Down to about 168 corner exit. Off of turn number 4 all the way down to the apron. Taking a look back. We also see Kurt Gibson there in the 51. At 34 there, Tristan Holak. The 10 there, Daniel Lehman out there on the outside. As well, right on board right now. 25 of Scott looking back. These hungry cars right now. Hungry trucks, I should say. Trent Green. Trying to make something happen though. Out in front, Elijah Fisher loves to see it. Starting to get a gap. Second, 0.8 of a second. Oh, Green on the outside. Looked like Holbach made a move for it. Fisher as well. That 5, Kurt Gibson. 3 of Payne Boyle. Also able to 4 here, Holak. He's battling around. That back to our number 14 behind him. This up here though. Daniel Lehman looking to the inside of that 0-7. Now Trent Green. This battle up still some of the closest battles we got on the racetrack right now. So sorry about that, cameraman. He is officially falling asleep here tonight. Unfortunate. But it happens, you know, I get it. Late. Coming across the stripe, lap number 19. Been a good night. Hope you guys are all having a great great Saturday start to the weekend. A little bit about the race week we got ahead of us here at Push the Edge Productions. Looking at tomorrow, round number 1 of Rogue Racing League. Super exciting. And that's going to be 8:45 Eastern. Start at Chicagoland for round number 1 of season 5. 2 laps around Chicagoland. We're watching at 16 right now. Elijah Fisher pull away from the field. He's doing a great job out in front. I'll tell you what. Tuesday, we head over to Bristol with some mini stocks. Pop Fuel Racing Short Track League. Be a fun one as well. 130 laps. A mini stock. So that is definitely going to be interesting, to say the least. Wednesday, the Platinum Truck Series. Over to Watkins Glen, some left and right turns. New York wine country. That's going to be some fun over there. Series next week. Homestead, Miami, Saturday. So we got a week full of racing here. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, live every one of those days this week. It's going to be a blast. Inspired Racing League, Pop Fuel Racing Short Track League, and Rogue Racing League. It's going to be a fun week, I must say. Oh, wow. Bump. Kurt Gibson, 5 to the 3 of Peyton Boyle. What a big bump trying to get him. It's that number 10 of Daniel Lehman. Front still definitely eating up. Tell you what. Got a chance. Let's go. Let's hear the size and sounds here of the Thunder Series, the Inspired Racing League NASCAR Trucks here. Kansas Speedway. Let's crank it up. Thank you, thank you. Hearing a little bit of a crank it up, the sights and the sounds here from the Inspired Racing League, the Platinum Thunder Series. A great look out here at these drivers doing what they do best, I must say. Taking a look though, we have completed 25 laps so far. Only that one caution flag has flown today. 3 laps. They're on lap number 1. On our longest green flag here so far. In that 5, Kurt Gibson trying to chase down this number 3 of Peyton Boyle right now. For that second spot. 2.3 seconds up a ways though. That's our race leader right now. Elijah Fisher started on the outside of that front row, second position. But he has been able to capture that race lead in that round. Lead 27 laps so far, so he has led every single lap. Our pole sitter, Kurt Gibson, in the 5, is not able to hold on to that race lead after winning that pole here tonight. Taking a look, that number 16, Domino's Elijah Fisher machine. Front doing what he does. Off these laps right now, making it count. Out here early. Taking a look, 2.2 seconds back to that 3 machine of Peyton Boyle. He's battling with that 5. Kurt Gibson Trying to get it done there on the inside. Tucks back behind her. That Pennzoil black and yellow. I must say that is one sweet looking hot rod there. We're paying Boyle here tonight. See that gap? The 16 Elijah Fisher. And then 2.4 seconds back. Payne Boyle, Kirk Gibson. Hold on a second back to the 10 of Daniel Lehman. We see he's just back there. See that Hollywood Studios Casino back there in off of turn number 2. Lucky enough to get to visit this racetrack for the casino. So pretty good time here at Kansas Speedway, I must say. Fond memories, guys. See, I think it was the ARCA Truck and Xfinity race back in 22, I believe. The field's still pretty bunched up here for about 5th position. See a lot of these drivers in the conversation right now. The 14 Mazda-Rs right now, but behind him, that is a battle for position. Colton Ward in that 18 with Sporky on the outside of that Georgia Bulldog. Jackson just behind him. Tristan Holak. Hancock Jr. there, bottom side, just in front of that 07 Trent Green. Also in that conversation. Aaron Stanton, 7 Field and Stream machine, just behind that 34 on that outside as well. Trying to make something happen also. Almost 3 wide. Being on the bottom stage. Tight racing up through the front stretch here. What a great battle out here. About 5th to 10th right here. Out in front those. Oh no! The 07 Trent incident there for the 07. See a yellow flag out yet. Like they stay green. The drivers keep those things pointed straight. See if we can take a look at that. Back it up a little bit. So, the 34 got out of shape. The 07 kind of nowhere to go. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to go on that one. Wow. Laps are ticking away. I'll tell you what, 33 laps complete so far. Drivers doing a great job out. 34 as we cross the stripe. Payne Boyle sitting back in second. Pennzoil machine trying to face down that 16. He's got a 2.5 second gap front right now. Quite a hard gap to break, I'm going to tell you what. Taking a look at that tower there on the inside here at Kansas Speedway as it makes its rounds here in the infield. We see those drivers making their way around the racetrack there behind. Take a look there. Victory lane on the infield of the track. Awesome view from a little bit of the infield here. See how that tower just steady spinning out there. 3 of Payne Boyle starting to make a little bit of head. 0.5 down to about 2.28, 2.25 there, middle corner. 2.3 starting to eat away at that gap. See if we can take a look at our last few laps between these lead 2 drivers. Elijah Fisher, of course, out in front 2 seconds. Out in front, that number 16 eating right now. But Payne Boyle is number 3, trying to chase him down. Look at our head-to-head graphic here. Starting to gain a little bit per lap. Let's see what he gets this lap. Yeah, gaining single lap right now. A little more, a little less here and there, but starting way forward towards that number 16 machine. Kurt Gibson, who started out on pole, up here in third right now. Doing a pretty good job as well in that Mobile One machine. Kane Boyle try to make it up to that race leader up here, that 16, Elijah Fisher. That Domino's machine looking pretty strong out here tonight. Doing a good job maintaining that lead. Still about, oh no, that gap is starting to drop. Not sure if something just happened to that 5 or not. Was about 2.25, dropping back to 2.5. There, something might have bobbled, quite possibly, from that number 5. They're coming to lap 40 though. Quite a lot left still. Green flag, doing a great job. These drivers starting to really get spread out right now. So, caution flag, a little less likely, but still a few drivers well within distance from one another. Fortunately, looks like Elijah Fisher, 14, or that number 16, out in front. Oh, didn't give me my nose cam for the Fords for the trucks tonight. Right on board here with that race leader. Let's see what he's doing there in that truck. Elijah Fisher. .170, 169 area. They're coming off of turn number 2. Great look inside this race car as that race leader starting to make his way towards the, a little contact with that outside wall off of turn number 4 there. Top 10 rundown real quick. Elijah Fisher out in front right now. About 2.5 seconds back, that number 5 machine. Here are Kurt Gibson, that Mobile One hot rod looking pretty good here tonight. We got the 18 of Colton Ward. He's making his way forward up 12 seconds here for the night. It's a very good job there from him. Starting back in 15th, up to 3rd. Here on this long run, that's a good job. But for that 3 back there, he was in 2nd. Fell to that number 5. Now he fell back behind 18. Back here to 4th. He started up in 5th. So he's gained a spot here so far as well. Kurt Gibson, of course, our pole sitter, back to 2nd. And Daniel Lehman, look up that 10 machine here. He started back in 11th. He's also making his way forward up 6 spots right now. And that's our top 5 right now. How they sit. Drivers doing a great job. 44 laps complete here so far. Oh, we see that 5 down the pit lane. Kurt Gibson, the first of those drivers making his way down the pit, looks like. Not the first, actually. A few others as well. 16, that race leader, still on the racetrack right now. Quite a few other drivers as well. Making some laps out here. Started back side row, front row. Able to secure that race lead. What a real great job, that Fastenal Domino's machine, that 16, really doing a great job. Front here at Kansas with the Thunder Series Inspired Racing League. a little more contact with turn 4. Relationship here with 4 right now. Seven, they are really chicken away here in a hurry. I'm going to tell you what, the leaders coming off of turn number 4. We're seeing a little few more action. A little bit of trucks coming down lane. More drivers deciding it's their time to make that first pit stop under green flags here. Taking a look, we see that layman number 10 exiting pit road. We saw the 3 of Peyton Boyle as well. Matthew Scott is making his way down the pit road right now. Let's see Elijah Fisher in that 16. Oh, he's getting on the binders. He's going to come down pit lane here. Makes himself the next driver to come down pit lane.
30 pin.
Leader, Colton Ward, that number 18 machine, he's running it along. Doesn't look like he's pinned this time by here. Okay, where's our closest battles out on the racetrack right now? Looks like Williams and Farmer right now. Was momentary. Hadaway and Stanton. Battle 2 has passed. Oh, here we go. Williams, we got Farmer just behind him there. Still Colton Ward out in front right now. Green flag cycle has begun. Elijah Fisher there in that 16, pitted for the lead. See that 61 there, Sean Hamilton making his way down to pit lane. Quick stop in. Let's see. Right side tires go on. Left side going up there. Tire there for that 61 machine. Colton Ward out in front. Looks like majority of the drivers taking those 4 tires there on that first stop. Definitely wanting to get fresh set of rubbers. Ward, race leader, down to pit lane there. See that 78 and Neckerbecky on pit road, the 13 there of Travis Farmer as well. That 1 of Williams making a stop, the 18 of Colton Ward. The 27 also making its way down pit road. We see that 7, Jackson Hadaway as well. All coming down the pit road here, making their stops. Watch that 18 machine. Currently your race leader, Kurt Gibson, there in the 5. He gets control at this point. Elijah Fisher not behind. Will's in the middle of that one as well. But looks like the cycle has cycled back out, and the Kurt able to benefit the most here. Lap number 54 as we cross the stripe here this time by. 3 of Peyton Boyle just behind, sitting there in second. First driver to make the pit stop was that 5. There are the leaders. He first pit, lap 44, or last pit, excuse me. Boyle pitted on 46. And then Elijah Fisher on 48. Got to jump back to the 5th spot, Colton Ward for a 52, followed by Stan in 6th. Also there on lap number 52. So definitely something to watch your eye out on that battle. Here for the race lead right now, Peyton Boyle looking to find a way around this number 5. Kurt Gibson. Trying to get that momentum built up on the high side. That really hooked up here tonight when you got some fresh tires. So drifted wide out to the outside wall. Trying to chase down this number 5 Mobile One machine. They're waiting through 3 and 4. You see, he's just above that bottom crease, I'm going to call it. That crack there, surface. The groove, that first groove, I'm going to call it that first groove, the second groove. There in the third groove. Kind of marked there in the corners by those white hashes, but also by those big black tar strips. It's cracked asphalt there that separate where they paved. Looking at 45 laps on tires from Scott out there in the chat. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. The drivers last around lap 45 area, trying to call an even for most of the drivers. Still on board here with Peyton Boyle. We're watching that. There's Kurt Gibson, our race leader, starting to drive away just a little bit. So slightly. That 16 Elijah Fisher, though, he has caught up quite a bit to that number 3 machine. The battle is starting to heat up here. But turn number 4, lap number 60 in the books here this time. 5 front Kurt Gibson. That Mobile One machine doing everything he's got to do right now. Looking back from that number 5 right now. That 3 of Peyton Boyle getting a big push there from Elijah Fisher there in the 16. That battle for the race lead going to start heating up. And I'm calling it that 16 there of Elijah Fisher. He is coming side by side for second now. Boyle, Elijah Fisher starting to even that bottom open there. That number 5 out in front of 16. A big move there. Side by side, your race leader. Elijah Fisher down to the bottom. Kurt Gibson loses the race lead there. 3 and 4. Elijah Fisher, your new race leader. Peyton Boyle looks to take advantage as well. He goes to the bottom. There's that number 5 machine. Door banging. Start finish line. Things are starting to heat up front.
Pass low.
The 3 there, able to work past the 5. Just barely almost. Really driving hard right now. Driving on the edge, finding the limit. I'm going to tell you what, they're not pushing the edge. They are living there. Doing a great job in these trucks right now. Take a look. Where's our biggest movers and shakers right now? Look at Colton Ward here in that 18. He's up in 4th right now. Starting back in the 15th spot. He's up 11 spots, doing a pretty bang up job there. One spot back. Daniel Lehman in that 10. He's up 6. A pretty good night for him as well. He started back there in 11th, up to 5th. Aaron Stanley up 8 spots in that 27 machine. Done a pretty good job for him as well. Started back in 14th. We also got Juan Cobb Jr. back here in the 30. He's in 8th spot. He started back in 16th. He's up 8 as well. The one of Hayden Williams. Currently a lap down, so not fighting for position, but fighting for track position. Out in front, Elijah Fisher. They're in that 16, still doing a bang-up job leading the field around this place. Down straight away, out in front. Take a look. 8 laps left. Elijah 83 so far of the 66. He was able to capture that lead and really make it count, but see some of these drivers back here trying to make up some ground in a fast way. I'll tell you what. The 18, Colton Ward, driving through these drivers right now, trying to find a way forward. Colton Ward in that 8 was able to lead 5 laps there, a little bit late in the run. Pitted a little bit later than everybody else with Sporky on the roof there, or on the hood. Colton started back in 15th, currently still our biggest mover, up 13 spots, all the way up to 2nd. I just said it. You got to watch for him. He made his way around that 3. They are playing Boyle now. Target locked. That 16 Elijah Fisher, driver that he is trying to make his way around. Go up to the back. He got to run here. Something happened. Looking to the top, to the bottom. Not able to get it done through 1 and 2 there. A little bit of separation. Looking to mount a run once again here. Colt Ward here in the 18. Trying to find a way around the 16 Elijah Fisher. Not quite halfway through. We are still only 1 caution flag for the night. Lap number 70 as we cross that stripe. Just under 100 laps to go. Only that 1 caution for 3 laps. Right now, race leader Elijah Fisher, but that 18 Colton Ward definitely going to be a serious problem side by side. Outside, Colton Ward and Sporky, they're going for it. See if they can't get that momentum crossover. Maybe down to the bottom block from the 16 to the outside. Once again, Colton Ward here in the 18. Trying to use that momentum up on that high side. Look like that bottom really working here tonight, though. Elijah really able to use that bottom to his advantage.
That was scary.
Hold on to that race lead down there. Now Ward down to the bottom. He wants to use that. Just talking. Slide jump. He doesn't care. Why? Still side by side across the stripe. New race leader, though, Colton Ward. It's possibly going to Ward, finding that bottom side. He's stronger tonight, but Fisher really able to get that bottom side stronger. We're really getting wound up out there. He's able to stay right alongside that. A little bit side drive. Hold him back. Doing a really good job on that outside. Back to the bottom, trying to cross over. A big block from Colin. Ward to the high side. Back to the bottom. The battle for the race lead. Crossover. Trent Green at 073 wide. He lets the race leaders by there. Fisher losing the spot. I think that 16 situation. Sporky able to hold off that 16 machine behind him. One more lap here at least. Looks like he's getting second now. Still utilizing that bottom lane has been pretty strong down there. 16. Trying to work that momentum up on that outside. Still slipping back 6 seconds. 6/10 of a second, excuse me.
Yep.
Almost
Power back in.
Kansas Speedway. What a great race. The Thunder Series. Here with the Inspired Racing League. Bringing you a great one here tonight. For Cold Warrior race leader, lap number 76. This time by.
All right, I gotta figure out something.
I'm doing my math.
run
Last
different
minute
line.
about 45. 07. He does pit lane. See if some other drivers start following him. Well, start here soon. In just about 45 on tire. So tires are about to be done here.
I think I picked the tires up.
On fuel though. I know it's not that much different. Look at those gaps though. We're starting to see a few drivers really make some headway. Second and a half back. So Peyton Boyle, he's battling here with Elijah Fisher, looking for that second spot right now. Peyton Boyle in that 3. Enzo black and yellow machine down at the bottom of this 16 right now. Those tires definitely starting to come into play. See Cody Jacobs making his way out into the track. Teresi out in the chat. Well, thank you, guys, stopping by. Big shout out Inspired Marketing LLC, W Energy, Bad Performance Paints, and Moza Racing, all for being valued sponsors here at the Inspired Racing League. You just tuned in. We are here on Push to Edge Productions, here with Greg Thielsen up in the booth, bringing you all the action here with the Inspired Racing League. The Thunder Series taking on Kansas Speedway here tonight. 167 laps. Gonna be a real fun one. We are about 79, about 80 laps complete, coming to halfway. Next time, one caution flag blown here so far out. You see that taker, the 16, Elijah Fisher, diving pit lane. Also see that 07 of Trent Green down there getting some work done still. Daniel Lehman, the 10 car, finding his way down pit road as well.
That's what I freaking need.
Green off of pit road there. Leaders all right there. And see how they kind of all the way on the hot side, not affected here. Still out in front, that gap starting to build 2.2 seconds to the 3 of Boyle.
Elijah, I'm staying low.
Boyle not really fighting with Kurt Gibson. They're in that 5 for third much anymore.
Yep.
They're kind of spread out. Well, that's 3/10, almost 4/10 of a second, separating this 3 and 5 here for second and third. Ward in that 18, Sporky is just leading the way right now. started back in 15th, doing a great job. On to that race lead right now. 16, 17 laps led as we cross the stripe this time. Really, really doing a fine, fine job, I must say, here in this 18 machine. Expecting these drivers to start making some pit stops pretty soon. At 16, Elijah Fisher. Last stop at 79. These leaders have come to pit road quite yet. In a few laps as Elijah has made his way down to pit road in that 16 machine. Let's go. While we got another green flag minute here, let's go ahead. Hear the sights and sounds here of the Inspired Racing League and the Thunder Series. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Appreciate you guys a little bit of a crank it up the sights sounds here of the Inspired Racing League and the Thunder Series. 27. He was losing control there. 27 almost. Wow. Sure was close, but able to regain it with 18. Colton Ward still in front right now. What a absolute bang up job. You what? Leading the way for the rest of these drivers right now. 22 laps left. Right this time, but lap number 88 here in the books. Sporky is riding out front. What's a friend? Quarter panel. We're gonna have to go ahead and teach Golden then. I don't know, running like this, you might need a lot of friends really quick. What you think? Maybe. That race leader starting to build a gap. 9 seconds. 9 seconds. Back to that 7 of Jackson. Looks like Kurt Gibson down to pit road in the 5. Well, just well, they're lap 87. 86 there for Stan. So a few of these drivers coming down pit road, or down in front. It's only a matter of time. Actually, when will that 18 relinquish the lead? Trying to get it back here on a cycle. I'm not sure what he's got cooked up, but coming to about 70 laps to go. About 7 more laps. Ooh, into the wall off of 4, just a little bit. Ward. Go ahead. All we got for that championship top 5 running out here right now, standing up in 8th currently at Field and Stream 27. He's trying to battle there with that 3 of Peyton Boyle right now. Really tight battle as well. Currently trying to get past that 3. There for 7th, Payne Boyle. Jump back with that 16 there, Elijah Fisher. He's currently back in 5th right now in that 16 machine. So all these drivers so far up in the top 10. Farmer, the only one not quite out in the top 10 right now. We got Ward up in front, our race leader right now, just behind 16 Elijah Fisher. Almost a lap down, but not quite. It's on the tail of that lead lap right now. And we got to jump back to that 13 of Farmer. Currently back in 13th, battling here with Williams and Trent Green behind him. Williams is for a spot, but he is a lap behind Travis Farmer, a lap behind that of the one of Hayden Williams. Quite a few drivers making some early pit stops. We see Ford's last pit stop up in front here in the 18 machine was lap number 52, which was shared with his 7.5 win. Then lap number 49 here for Juan Cobbs Jr. in the 30. For 50 here for the 61 of Sean Hamilton. One sweet looking push that Sims Sports number 61. I must say so myself. We see Elijah Fisher there looking to get his way by. Take a look here. And catching by quite a good bit. Looks like he's able to make that pass. See Boyle in the 3, about 10 seconds behind the 61 right now. Yeah, he was losing quite a bit, about a second a lap. Older tires starting to affect that number 61 right now. There, Sean Hamilton. Coming to lap number 100 though. Coming pretty close to the end. Ward still out in front. He's just behind this number 61 right now.
30 pit.
Ryan Ward with our race leader right now. 98 across the stripe down there. Through that front straightaway. Really utilizing that middle to outside lane. In turn 3 and 4, but that bottom still very strong here in 1 and 2. 173, 174, 175. We probably dropped about 7 miles an hour here. 61 down to pit lane. There we see a few other trucks as well. It looks like Juan Cobbs Jr. in the 30 making his way down, along with the 13 of Travis Farmer. Porky leading the way out in front. Colton Ward doing a great job, though. Let's say 7.5 second, 10.8 seconds behind. Fisher back in 3rd. Last car on the lead lap right now. Like 4th through the rest of the field. All at least a lap down or more. You got 17 cars out here. They're no slouches. So that's what a great night for some of these drivers up here up front. Hayden Boyle, that first driver a lap down right now. 3 machine. Up a spot, started back in 5th. Oh, race leader Colton Ward down to lane, so that'll get majority of the drivers out on the track that are lap back. There, Peter making his pit stop. It looks like Hadaway, well, that 7-second vote, that Bulldogs machine. We're watching the 16 of Elijah Fisher. He's gonna, I believe, take over this race lead here. Elijah Fisher in the 16, your new race leader, out front now. That Ward car down pit lane, the 7, they're getting some work. See another car. Starting on the outside of the front row there, Elijah Fisher back to the point, leading laps, 59 so far out front. A little bit of strategy, last pit lap 79. A little bit earlier than we caught. A little bit of that tire. We'll see, I don't know if it's going to quite make it the full distance to the end. No lap 8, so at least one more pit stop, I believe. Stayed green so far, all the way. One green flag, or one yellow flag so far, lap number 1. So, really interesting plot to tonight's race. 100 laps so far. Coming to about 60 to go. A few more, 103 right now, 104. Once we cross that stripe, 5 lead changes as well. So quite a few drivers finding that lead position. We saw Ward find his way up front for a little bit. I think Peyton Boyle in that 3 found his way up front. The 5, Kurt Gibson was leading some laps as well. We're going to go race side by side and try not to do it during green flag, but we've been about 100 laps green flag. So we're going to go break. We're not going to leave it empty-handed, though. We're going to get that action side by side here on Push Edge Productions. Big shout out to Inspired Marketing, W Energy, Mad Performance Paints, and Moza Racing. All the sponsors that make it happen here for Inspired Racing League. But Greg Nielsen up here for Push Edge Productions. We're going to be right back. Tip there of the sweet tea. Get replenished. But out front, Elijah Fisher in that 16. Little bit of a strategy call. Early pit stop. Giving him the track position. Definitely a nice move out here. Shiny paint job as well. See just how reflective that number 16 machine is out there. That chrome. Hot rod. Definitely looking good out there. A little bit of a gap. 1.6 seconds. Back to that number 3. But I believe he is captain 16 right now. He is. About a second a lap.
Please no.
About a second. Yeah. We're going to watch that number 3. He's coming down on that number 16 right now. Said 3 laps to catch him. To keep our eye on that one. our race lead right now. Chevrolet battling it out. About 60, no, less than 60 to go. Soon. Laps are ticking away. I'm going to tell you what. See another driver making his way off of pit lane. Was Timothy Necker there in the 78. That's a push that Sim Sports hot rod. See that 3 of Payne Boyle though. Let's see. I think he's still catching him. That down to about a second. 2 more laps. He's gonna catch him. Is what our timer saying that distance he's catching him every lap. Not quite staying at that half a second. Starting to lose a little bit here as he gets closer. Still catching 3/10 of a second for the race lead. That's starting to heat up now, folks. That number 3, Payne Boyle, charging in on that number 16, Elijah Fisher. 112 in the books. Colton Ward also right there. He enters the chat. He's going to go 3 wide here for the race lead right now. Ward to the outside, new race lead. Took advantage. 3 was getting held up by the 16. Wow, what a battle up front right now. Go ahead, use that bottom right now, because this is a screen side to side. These drivers putting on a show right now. But sitting in second now, Payne Boyle, it looked like that was going to be able to capture that race lead, but no. Owen Ward, here in the 18, really making advantage here of that mistake there by 3 getting held up by that 16. Even quite a few laps out here, 37 laps tonight, so showing why he's out front, but also look how much he's moved forward. Started back, he's up to the top spot, 14 positions here for the night. Coming to 50 laps to go. Still green flag racing. Only that 1 caution flag. What a great night of green flag racing here tonight. Big shout out. I see Jason Williams out in the chat. Scott in the chat as well. Emma, Teresa. Thank you, stopping by. Mooker 43, that's Mike Hauser, I do believe. Thank you, pal, stopping by. Saw the Beast out there in the chat. Becky was out there stopping by earlier. So did Elijah Fisher. They're both out driving right now. But out front, that 18, Colton Ward, doing an absolute superb job. Leading the way right now. Taking a look back, he's starting to put a distance for 3 as well. 3 seconds back. Take a look how far he is back there. He's still making up some time right now. I think we got one more pit stop. So it's not quite over yet. But definitely going to be a sign of the times. For our foreseeable future, let's pull up our closest battles one more time. Looks like Fisher and Stan. They're the second separated right now. That's our closest battle. Wow. See, these drivers definitely starting to get a little bit spread out. And we're on this really long green flag run. So drivers really starting to get spread out. Few drivers a lap down. Our top 10 are all on the lead lap. No, we got 8 drivers on the lead lap right now. All due to that long green flag run we're on right now. But kind of on a different strategy. Got a moment. Let's go ahead. Let's look at our chip points. Quite a bit blocked, but look at those points, how they sit right now. Then coming in that championship leader, Elijah Fisher, Colton Ward, Mike Hauser, Travis Farmer, Ty Stone, Ben Carter, Aiden Williams, Ben Milden, and Bobby Hadaway, your top 10. But take a look at that 11 wins for that number 27 Heron Stand. What an impressive number. I gotta say, that is just so impressive here. Thunder Series over double digits wins this season. What a great job by him. And then we also got Jackson Hadaway, Dustin Valenti, Ethan Sikorsky, Ty Wilson, Kate Cannon, James McConnell, Pacey Wydron, Chris Lyota, Ryan Hinderlitter, Cedars. But out front, Colton Ward starting to pull away from the field. 5 seconds separating him from that second place driver. 122 is the lap complete time by. Anybody's quite got for this number 18. Definitely gonna have one more pit stop. So, and that Elijah Fisher number 16 short pit again. Maybe get that advantage and hold him off here to the end. Will this 18 make a charge back to the front? There's just so many possibilities. I'll tell you what. Long green flag run right now. Drivers definitely feeling the effects of that in that race car right now. I'll tell you what. Hop on with that Colton Ward number 18 out in front. Leading us the way around here. Kansas Speedway coming in tonight. You see the lights up there on the stands. A beautiful view around this racetrack. I'll tell you what. Down there in turn number 1 and 2, you see really using that middle lane to help that car arc off into 2. You see that casino there off of turn number 2, down that back straightaway, off into 3. I like to use that high side, the 07 there, Trent Green on that bottom side. See those new tires starting to come into play. Trent just hitting a few laps ago, it looks like, on lap 110, so he just pit about 15 laps ago, utilizing that fresh rubber there on that pushhead SimSports hot rod. Powered by our race leader, we're riding on board with right now. Take a side look at Sporky on the hood, on that rear deck lid. Starting back in the 15th spot, up to the top spot. 14 positions currently. Our biggest mover currently, our race leader. So far, led 39 laps out front. I don't think he's led quite as much as that 16 machine. He's led 69. Coming close, I'll tell you what. Getting close. He's really doing a great job in that front Colton Ward and Sporky riding. Looks like he's giving him quite the ride here tonight. like 40 laps to go, 39 this time by. They're ticking away. Drivers not really in a battle per se right now. Not a lot of drivers neck and neck. We see those battles. The closest one, 0.6 of a second out on the racetrack. We might have a few drivers here side by side, but that is not really a battle for position. See that 48 Bobby Rockstar Energy looking pretty sharp out here. Haven't talked enough about him. He's currently 11, up 6 spots for the night. Started back in 17th, so that 48 having a pretty good night here tonight as well. Little jump up through the field. Daniel Lehman in that 10. He's up 3 spots. In 8th, just inside that top 10. That glass machine. Juan Cobbs Jr. back here in the 30, back in 9th. He's up 7 spots. He started back in 16th, having a good night. Lingo. One silly looking race car. That looks awesome. Base on the hood. Definitely one the kids will enjoy, I'm sure. Out in front, Colton Ward, though, the 18, just making his way past that. It's like that 30 on some fresher tires. Or just ahead of that 30. Excuse me, I know I said that. Didn't mean it. That's okay. That's front Colton Ward, that driver there, the 30, trying to make his way by. 9th position, working a lap back. Was 2 laps down, got that to 1 there as he passes the race leader. Some pressure tires, last pit, lap number 99. Race leader last pit on 100, so I'm not sure. Maybe not. That's a 7-second gap for your race leader right now. That's a second. That's Peyton Boyle, who just took a pit stop. Down number 3 goes. That should be his last pit stop. Looks like Lehman already made a stop there. Well, 31 Cobbs Jr. expecting these race leaders to start making some pit stops here soon. See that Peyton Boyle 3 machine make his way down? He is off. 7 Aaron State making his way down the lane. Hitting from the 3rd spot. He was up 11 spots up to 3rd. See what kind of track position he can hold on to here. Like Sean Hamilton in that 61 up to the top 5. Which said Sim Sports Hot Rod. Like a pretty good night there for him. I think that driver, Z-Blast pit, E7, he may be able to go the whole distance. Sure here. There's a Dubby push that Sim Sports Hot Rod. Big shout out, Dubby. Thank you for everything that you do for Inspired Racing League. See you out there helping Sean Hamilton as well. They're on push that Sim Sports. But out in front, Colton Ward. This is the driver we should be talking about right now. Leading the way. 30 laps to go. Guessing he's still got to make a pit stop, though. Sure. Some of these drivers starting to make those pit stops a little early. 124 for Lehman. 135 for Gibson. 123 for Juan Cox Jr. 123 for Sidars. 110 for Trent Green. Thinking a lot of those drivers going to have to. Pitcher down there on 126. Ward, last down on lap 7 there for Sean Hamilton. He's really stretching those tires right now. Lap 90 for Matthew Scott back here in the 25. Only imagine he's coming to pit lane here shortly. And as I say it, he does. It's his way down to a pit stop. Long, slow trek down pit load as everybody is flying back. Green flag. The most ideal situation. But pitcher up to second. See that gap? 41 seconds. He's a lap down Ward right now. So Ward still having a pit. It's like everybody else kind of got their pit stop done. We're going to look at running it long. That'd be enough, though. I would say pit right now. Trying to save as much time as you can while you're out in front of that 16, but I don't know. Oh my. Hope you guys having a great Saturday night here with the Thunder Series. Inspired Racing League out in front right now. Colton Ward in his 18. Doing a great job here tonight. The whole field lap. Gonna come to pit road soon, but we're gonna see when that soon is. So 26 laps remain as we cross the stripe. This time by. Curious when this race leader going to come down 40 and a half seconds in front of that number 16 Elijah Fisher, who is a lap seconds a lap here around Kansas Speedway. Take a look one more time. Championship top 5 are doing, of course. Mike Hauser not able to make it here tonight. Back and forth in that 43 machine. Standing up in the top 5 and 4th. 27. He's doing well. Sure up in second. Up in the top 5. For your top 2 in the points.
Okay, thanks.
Ward up in the top 5. First position, watching him right now. Front leading this thing. Quite a distance back there. To the next driver, even out on track as well. But then we got that 43 Hauser not here. Farmer back in 16th and at 13. It's like he is no longer out on the racetrack, unfortunately. Here through our top 5 points. Wanted to give a big thank you if you're here. Edge Productions, Greg Kielson up in the booth, bringing you all the Inspired League throughout the week from Monday and the Cup Series Wednesday, the Platinum Truck Series, and here Saturday with the Thunder Series. We got you covered all 3 nights of the week.
Give me the.
Looking at number 16 right now. He's wheeling this car around this place. Elijah Fisher, 20 laps ago, Colton Ward still in front, stretching it, making those tires beg for mercy. And make sure you check out, we got a week full of racing. So tomorrow, Sunday, we're 5 days in a row. We're Sunday tomorrow. Chicagoland, the Road Racing League Truck Series, here in season number 5, race number 1 of the season. So that's going to be super, super exciting there. And then Truck Series here with Inspired Racing League. It's the Charlotte on Monday. Tuesday, the Hospital Racing Short Track League. The Bristol with some mini stops. While some side-by-side oil. The 3 to the bottom of the Elijah Fisher. He's looking for second position. Tested down there past that 16. Great job there. Number 3 machine looking pretty good out here. See if that or I cool it down to team machine. So this might set up. Where is he gonna stack back? Oh, be curious here. That one, Hayden Williams.
Now I need a caution.
Coming down. Oh, we'll watch oil back here. Going into one, coming off turn 4. He is already off of turn 4. Looks like that truck still in the road. He's going to be our new race leader. Old Ward exited pit road. New race leader, Payne Boyle here in the 3. I'm sure there's got 18 pit, too many laps. It's the cycle. I'm not sure. We will find out though. But I don't know. He pops back out in 4th with a fresh set of tires. The laps to go. Definitely looking at a podium because Aaron Stanley just ahead of him. He laps pit lap 134, so he's got almost 10 laps newer tires. Already making quick work of the 27. Up to 3rd goes Colton Ward. 3 seconds up to Elijah Fisher, and then another 6 to Payne Boyle. Can't make up seconds. 18 laps to go. Stuck behind. One is John Hamilton. What's that? Zip Sports. Race leader Payne Boyle right now. Trying to stay on the lead lap just in case a late caution is out. Definitely want to keep that track position. Actually, 2 laps down. 1 lap down. Down the straightaway, side by side. Slater's got that. 1. I pushed that Sim Sports higher on. In front of him now, trying to lead the way. He doesn't want to be 2 laps down. Looks like. Boyle back to the bottom. Turn through 1 and 2. Shaw on the outside with the momentum. Able to keep the position on the racetrack. Well, it's not able to find a way around right now. Off of turn number 4, jump back out here. Came out with the fans in the stands. 15 laps to go here at Kansas Speedway. The Thunder Series Inspired Racing League coming to a close here. 3 Payne Boyle out in front right now, leading the way home. Oh, and Ward that taking a charge here. He's up to about 8/10 of a second for 3, but the 16 Elijah Fisher, He's making his way forward as well. He's only got about a 4-second gap. His lead was previously a 9-second distance. Only 14 to go, though. Not the time. But that lead, that is on. Looks like Ward able to take that spot from Payne Boyle. New race leader, Colton Ward, with the 18. Pit strategy did end up working.
Dang it.
Tristan Holack. Excuse me, that's Wonkov Jr. Sorry, wrong driver. Race leader, definitely not wanting to see left car right now. Made his way past that number 30, but that 61 showed his speed there. John was able to motor by that number 3 of Payne Boyle, but as he got to hold off this 18 of Colton Ward, down to the end, the Ward number 18, all the way down to that apron. Looks like that 61 still holding his spot. He's got the speed of 61 up in the top 10. But it looks like that 18 motored by down at the bottom. Coming in 10. Still green flag. Only one caution flag tonight. These drivers definitely doing a great job. A green flag here tonight. 157. Coming to 158. 10 to go. The line. Only that one caution. Lap number 1 for 3 laps. Early.
"30" will be saying hi.
Coming to the stripe. Getting into those single digits. 9 laps remaining. Here with the Thunder Series at Kansas. Colton Ward out in front. Let's take a look. Here in our top 10. Coming to the thing. Colton Ward out in front. Machine. Taking a look a little back at 3. Boyle sitting in second. Elijah Fisher at number 16. He's back in third spot. Battling there with 7. Stay back on the podium spot. A little farther back. 5 for Gibson. Up in top 5 run. There for him. A little farther back. To Lehman. Here in the 10 machine.
I saw everything.
He's up in 6th spot. And then
Just back here shaking my head.
He's up to that 7th spot. He's up 9 for the night. He's having a pretty good one. Matthew Scott, 5. 8th spot. Sean Hamilton just behind him. There, that 61 back in 9th. Then rounding out our top 10, number 1, Peyton Williams. Your top 10 coming to that thing. 7 laps to go. Colton Ward able to make his way back at the front. Once again, hope you guys having a great Saturday night, enjoying the Thunder Series here from Kansas Speedway. 4 laps to go. Excuse me, 6 laps to go. This time by. Sporky leading the way out in front, taking a look back. Boyle still 7 seconds back. I think he's got time for that. Black and yellow machine way back there. Sometimes. 5 laps to go, Kansas Speedway. Great look at that Hollywood Casino right there in the background off of turn 2. Colin Ward coming to that finish line, trying to finish it strong. He's got the distance, 8 seconds out in front of that Peyton Boyle number 3. In second. See that? Elijah Fisher was back in third. So Kirk Gibson up to fourth. We just watched Elijah attack there, but that outside wall, unfortunately, off of fourth. He dropped back here to fifth. Good top 5 run on Boyle up to second, Stan up to third. And Gibson has something for that podium spot here. And number 27, Stan. Not far behind. Second back is that number 5 machine. Kind of tested to go. Kirk Gibson just behind, trying to find his way onto the podium. Take a look at that. He's making a little bit further. Can he catch him? He laps, it says, until he reaches him. So I don't think he's got the time. 2 laps to go. Colin Ward in front, leading the way. Your race leader, currently your biggest mover, up 14 spots.
Staying high.
Started back in the 5th spot, coming to the white flag. Colin Ward, 84 laps led out here tonight as well. Doing a bang-up job, this number 18. Sparky onto the hood. One more time around the Kansas Speedway. Colin Ward in this 18 into 3 and 4. He is gonna get it done and seal the deal here at Kansas. Colin Ward comes home victorious here at Kansas Speedway and wins in the Thunder Series. Great job to close out the night. Oh, wow, what a good job, buddy. Colin Ward, your race winner at Kansas Speedway in that number 18 machine. What a great job. Peyton Boyle coming home second in that number 3 in the 27. Stan there in third, but it looks like Ward already celebrating out on that front stretch. What a great job by him bringing the thing home here tonight. What a phenomenal race from Kansas Speedway. 1 caution flag. A lot of green flag racing here tonight. I'm going to tell you what, I about lost my voice. What a good race. These drivers putting on out here tonight. Not sure what Colin's doing. Slamming on that gas on the way into the infield. What is he doing? All right, great celebration there. Your Kansas winner, Colin Ward. Go ahead, take a look here. Our race results. Colin Ward, the most laps led here tonight, 85, coming home with the race win. Peyton Boyle in that number 3 machine, coming home second. Aaron Stan rounding out your podium here in Kansas. 167 laps. Our scheduled distance, we went that full distance, 255 miles here tonight. 8 green flag lead changes between 4 different leaders. I think that was